Hello and welcome back. In this tutorial, I'm going to cover how to add furniture, and we're going to take a bit of a dive into looking at accessibility bounds and making some constraints to make sure we don't have any clashes between our furniture and our walls as we move into our generative plan function where our plans are able to stretch and fit to our new apartment sizes. I'm going to come up here and click on Furniture or hit O. That's going to bring up our object library. Let's take a little look at what we have here in our organization library. We have things like our accessibility circles, and then we have furniture, which when we bring it in, a lot of the time is going to come in with these accessibility bounds that are going to help us make sure we're not having any clashes. So let's go ahead and start with some accessibility circles. These are really important for placing in front of doors. So let's make sure we have one here in our hallway. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bed. And once again, we just select the origin and drag to any wall to place against the wall. Now when we're placing furniture, what's really important is to make sure we have this icon selected, our accessibility bounds. B to turn them on and off. If I go ahead and move this wall, for example, we can see that we have a clash, and thus this node, if we highlight it, we're going to see that we have an object collision. So let's bring this one back. Now, if we know that this apartment can't get any smaller, we're going to come up here to our constraints, hit Shift C to bring this one up. And then what I'm going to do, because this can't get any smaller, so I'm going to go ahead and select it and then again. And now we have our extendable. So essentially this bedroom can get bigger, but it can't get smaller. And let's go ahead and lock this one here just to make sure we don't squeeze too much on this side. Great. Now that we've set this up, to test this, let's go and hit our stretch preview. And here we can start stretching our plan. And we see that while everything else is changing, our bedroom is always staying the same size or growing in this direction. Okay, I've gone ahead and added the rest of my furniture, making sure that my accessibility bounds here aren't clashing with any walls or any other furniture. Now that this is all laid out, let's go ahead and add a few more constraints. So let's make sure our bathroom can get bigger but can't get smaller. Let's make sure this kitchen can extend but not get smaller. Let's lock this entrance here to keep this accessible width. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and add some tags. Tags are really important because what I'm going to demonstrate once we jump into our plan generation, I'm going to show how we can use tags to filter and find the specific apartments. So let's tag this with just something called test so we can find it. Go ahead and click save. Then I'm going to come up here and hit save to save my plan. And just before I wrap up this video, I'm just going to quickly turn on and off my graph here. It's a good idea to keep these highlighted when we're drawing our plans because like we showed earlier, if we have any clashes of furniture, then both of these spaces are going to come up as red. It's just a good way of having a live spell check for your plan to make sure you're not having any collisions or problems with accessibility. We've covered how to add furniture and how to add some constraints to our plan. And in the next plan, we're going to look at actually using this plan that we've drawn in our unit generation in our Floor Plate Studio. As always, in the description below this video, there'll be a text breakdown of this tutorial, as well as links to many other useful videos. Thank you for watching.